Hello, 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 everybody. It's good to be back. Like, if it was a long time, I just feel good because today we're back on the regular stream machine. And I just have like so many big change, bunch of stuff. So we need to read all of those. There's so many changes, so many updates. How's everybody? I'm feeling good today. Still running the maps. Oops, look like there's a piece of the green screen that is missing over there. Voila. I feel like my camera is going more and more on this side. What's on this side that you want to see? Oh, interesting. Why don't you see? Hi. Hello. Who's here? Who's here? Who's telling us hello? It's GT. How are you, GT? Streamer maps. If I do a refresh. Now you see what I see. Okay, cool. And if I'm trying something where the dashboard is a different PC and this is just a view in OBS. So if I start, if I zoom, it won't work. If I ask for a tour, it doesn't work. Okay, well, we tried. I'll have to do something different. Just me. Just you. Excellent. Bonjour. How was your week, mister? How was your week? We're back on Linux today, looking to an old project called AzUrlShortener. Not too bad. Wrapping stuff up for vacation. Oh, that day feel always so many things, right? You want to make sure you kind of like wrap things up so your colleague don't tell you names while you're not there. Did I smudge my lens, my glasses? But then you're half in vacation already. Are you doing something special, or you just stay home and chill? Both are valid option, by the way. I think sometimes we need to just stay home and chill. Let's whoops. Oh yeah, it's true. I need to wow, damn. We need to bring back the screen. I'm assuming if I go here, okay, this is good. Center isn't good, so let's bring this one. Right, let's bring it. Voila. Cool, so let's have a look to the updates. We have so many updates today. Our trip to Cape Cod. Oh, I've been to Cape Cod last time, trip with the family. It was so hot. It was like 104, 105. It was crazy hot, and like just like, okay, let's just like, going in the pool was not even fun because it was way too hot. So you felt like you were like in a, you know, it's yellow, it's liquid. So we are going to the sea, but then like the walk on that beach was very painful, but great souvenir anyway. And I went there with so the first time we went twice. I think the first time we went and used hotel or motel, whatever. I forgot which one it was anyway. And the second time we went with my trailer camp. Picked like a camping, and I think even if it was super hot, it was nicer because we could, though like the camping was like, you know, like where you're all side by side, but it felt better because we had our own stuff kind of thing. Oh yeah, that will be perfect, man. That will be the perfect temperature. Oh, good for you. I'm happy. That's great. Good news. Good news. Okay, let's have a look. Attention, big change here in the C# dev kit. Clear away. Okay. So that's when we do the right click. Context menu, yeah, previously exclusive to solution RNR. Oh, that's a good move. Getting started should work. We have a nice timeshare resort in a. Well, that's great. That's great. Are you flying or driving there? Ah, you read my mind. I was like, oh, that's that's your resort. Oh, that's cool. Oh, let me share the screen. Oh, like I'm sharing the screen. Yeah, for me it's a longer drive. I drove, but you know, driving from here, going there, that was a long drive with the caravan. Yeah. Or was it to Cape Cod? No, I think it was not to Cape Cod. Was it to Cape Cod? I think we did. Yeah. We did drive there. Oh, that's cool. Boston is a city I think I want to visit. I may go soon to, I don't know where it is, Andover. Game Lord, hello, how are you? Make me think about something here. There you are. There you are. Oh, we're back on the Omarchi Linux computer today and had like tons of update and stuff. So I'm just going through quickly just to make sure. C# works dev dead mode, solution open aspire file, main. Okay, cool. So let's restart the extensions. I guess Kubernetes, no Kubernetes on this computer. It can. I don't think it can manage Kubernetes. Maybe how do you call the K3? Maybe. How was your week, Game Lord? We're just chatting right now, just having fun while I kind of go over all the changes that occur on this wonderful Foundry tool. Was updated. Require Windows reload to finish the setup. Okay, just reload. Why didn't? Oh yeah, for you are also in vacation next week. That's awesome. Everybody's in vacation except me. It'll be a quiet stream. Do you do something special, or do you stay home to relax? And just like I was saying to GT Sum, both are perfect options. Well, that's cool. Yeah, for you, you're about 5 hours ahead of me. So, yeah, it's getting close to the end of the business day. We're going to Korea to see my partner. Oh, that's awesome.
Bonjour. Hi.
Hey, Surly Dev is here. and we'll be there next week too. Bonjour, hi, bonjour, hi. Oh, mostly.
Oh, hi.
Keep you company. Excellent. I like company. I like company. GT Len already. Damn. But you're away for 2 weeks in Germany, starting next week or after? For 2 weeks. So you will be there watching the stream, but from Germany. Am I understanding it correctly? Okay, so we have this.
Bonjour. Hi.
What is the update? No, I did not do all the updates. Tête d'ampoule, hello. Comment ça va? How are you? Are you in vacation next week, Tête d'ampoule? Because everybody apparently is. Oh, is it the 2nd of July or something like that next week? That's one thing I don't like on this thing is there a calendar? Whoops. Calculator, there's no calendar. I was like, why am I having so much trouble reading on my my chat? Today is the 3rd, so. What? Today is the 10th, so I'd be hard for the next week. No, the 2nd week of July, because in Quebec, it's the construction vacation. All people working in construction are forced to take their vacation the 2nd week of July. I didn't finish my thought. Because in French, we just say la 2e de juillet. And because it's a la, it means it's a week, it's not a day. Or it's like the 2 last of July. Fine. No, I'm not. And by the way, a huge temperature here. We're at Nightmare. Actually. Whoa. Yeah, today here, well, like in my office, it's very humid, and I'm not running I should have run it all night. So this morning it would have been nice. So right now it's 20, so about 80, I think. No, 70 something outside. But it's going up to 30 today, apparently. So that'll be hot. But I'm working today in my cold basement. But this is too heavy. I don't know, like I need something. Maybe it's just, oh, do I have something? Yeah, no, this is too warm. I'll be sweaty and I need I don't know what I need. Okay, there was also Get Kraken that got an update. And it was 2 days ago, no, 3 days ago, because we are the 10th as GT. Make me realize times fly. 23 Celsius, 62%. Yeah, here it's more like in the basement, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's like 69, close to 70% humidity. So it's kind of like, it kind of go through like your bone. It's like, you feel it. But I have some like a dehumidificator that can run, but it's noisy a little bit. We'll run it later. Or maybe not. I'll just I think I have like a long sleeve shirt and it's thin that I could put. I just forgot about that. Yeah, yeah, I saw that on the news yesterday, I think. Yesterday on the news, there were fighter. You're on the West Coast, am I right? And I forgot where I was, but you could see all the sky was kind of like ember, and like it was, you could see what do you call that? Who just signed in? Oh, you're in France. I thought you... How come you're in France? I thought you were on the West Coast. Tête d'ampoule. Oh, before you were there. No. France. What? Oh no, that was the... The last one was Dev. Okay. Thanks for joining the map, Mr. Dev. How was your week, Dev? I was reading yesterday blog posts about databases, the deployment, kind of like CI/CD of databases, and I was thinking about you. Look at that little cloud rainbow stuff. So it's France has been hit pretty hard this summer. Though you are at the south of the France. It's weird to say France in an English sentence. I shouldn't. It's totally normal. Just like, I don't know, when I talk about France, it's usually in French. And I was not doing that. I was looking. I want to go through quickly. I think about. Well, I was reading a blog post about databases, buddy. That's why. Since you work a lot with databases, am I right? If I go here. Yeah, log in. I'm not sure if I have login on this computer. No. Do you have Frank? You don't? Ah, damn it. I was SQL database CI/CD with Azure DevOps, I think. Was it Azure DevOps? No, that's like a learning pad. Oh, maybe this. I don't know. It was an interesting blog post. Yeah, SSIS. Your happy place. Good. Okay, let's go quickly through the change of Git Kraken so we can start working and I can get out of this Big Frank. How do you call that again? Scene. So yeah, so version 12.3 was pushed 3 days ago. Undefined Kraken login integration managements. I think it was a bunch of like no. So this is new. So unify get Kraken login. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. Multiple work in progress node in the commit graph. Oh. With the work in progress node now appear in the commit graph every work 3. Oh yeah, that would be better because I don't use yet. So one feature they did recently, let's go in the URL shortener, is now like I'm most of the time I'm working there, but when you work with multiple agents, you could go this way and now have multiple work trees, and that's cool because then like you have the work in progress in all those. But right now I'm not working in the in a work tree. I'm just working locally. And we just change the Aspire SDK version. And yeah. Okay, that's great. What else? What else? What was that? My computer is doing a bing. Yeah, that's cool. Yes, we have everything here. The sea, the mountain, the sun, the Spain, at 20 minutes. And I landed. Voila, job done. Job done. Can I do that? And I'm guessing it will be my first interaction, so CB will tell me, "Hello, Frank." But there's no... Okay. Ah. Okay, so review PR with Git Kraken code review. Oh yeah, it's true. I don't use that a lot, but maybe I should. Maybe we could do that. Maybe I need to remember to do that. Like when you do PRs. What? I have a PR? Oh, wait a second. No. Okay, maybe I don't have any PR. Did I? I guess the PR is in the Microsoft version. Yeah, it's the PR that I keep asking to remove and it's still there. But in my version, there's none. Okay. Cool, let's finish this. Release note. What did they fix? Improvements. We are checking out the branch, the commit, any and if present will be automatically selected, so you can prepare the first commit immediately. Added text search to filter the word tree. That's cool. Handle HTML sanitization in the markdown. File preview, excellent. Gitkraken desktop now show an error when the file watchers stop receiving the file. Okay. Add a zoom control. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh wait, what? Add a zoom control, increase, decrease, reset in the view. In the view? Oh, that's cool. Okay. There's a reset. So tiny! But now we can just go plus, 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 no? That's cool that we have like an option to do it with the keyboard. Cloud connected clients now sign in. That's cool. Gitkraken AI usage tell show the organization. That's great. Work with different models. Excellent. Bug fix. I need to bring some. I'm experiencing, like, it won't show up on this computer, but one issue I have on my Windows machine is that often I will open the CLI or I will work in WSL, and when I'm going through this, Gitkraken is open on the Windows side, and often it cannot pull, or like, you know, the file are locked on the WSL side and the Windows side cannot do something, so it's weird. I know I did that in the past where you could install Gitkraken on WSL, and when you open it, it will open that window. So maybe I should do that when I really kind of like work with the WSL CLI. I need to kind of like have a documentation process, so if needed they can repeat. But yeah, ça a-tu marché? Just 1 second, I'll get back to you. Sorry about that, guys. It won't be long. My wife need to print something, and the printer decided it doesn't want to print. I'll fix that. Nah, the printer is not on. Is on the network. But this morning I print something, and I think the file was corrupted or something like that, and it caused
Bonjour. Hi.
issue.
How are you today?
Hey, McNett. Hello, hello. How are you?
Bonjour. Hi.
Cool. It looks like it's working. So I hear the printer. I will give that file to my wife, and I get back to you in a few seconds. Okay, the file is printed. We are good to go. Let's bring back, whoops, my screen so I can see it. Are we done with the updates? Yes. We're done. I can go in the tiny corner. Yay! I prefer that corner. Which file was corrupted? I don't know, like exactly what I was trying to print this morning from Windows to a printer on the network, and it was like a two file. The first file was kind of like, you know, like a UPS whatever barcode that you put in the box, and the second was something I need to put in the box. So I printed the first one, but it kind of like corrupted the queue. I tried to kill the queue, but it was not working. I reboot the printer, and then I reboot this PC, and kind of stay there. But I was able just now to kind of like kill it, and poops, at the other end the file printed. But my wife was like, "It's not working. Damn printer." I was like, "Nah, I don't think it's a printer. I think it's the file. Something was wrong with the file, or like the job created." I say the file, the you know, the task this morning. Something was wrong. You know what it is. You think? Oh, that's awesome. That's a good news. Let's what do I have? I have this. Yay! Awesome. That's a good news, McNinn. How was it? How was your ride? Hopefully you did it like on a flat terrain, and it's not too hot and you went slow. But good for you, happy for you, man. That's cool. That's a good step. That's a nice milestone. That's a nice milestone. Exactly. Did I miss something? Where is the host? Yeah, I was trying to help my wife printing stuff. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, buddy. Okay, so the plan of today is to work on this project, the URL shortener. It's been 6 months since I updated it. And for me, it's hard to keep it up to date. Often I want to do it, but I lost my access to it. So like, just to recap quickly, the URL shortener is like, take long URL, make short URL. It's a budget friendly solution. That was the main goal all the time. I did that a long time ago. Then I joined Microsoft, and Microsoft at some point, they were looking for like a good solution that run in Azure for clients. They saw my solution and was like, hey, we would like to integrate that in our solution, package it with the Azure Communication Services for our client. And I say, for do that, we need to move your project under the Microsoft account. Do you agree to give us this project? And I was like, what does that change? I said, well, nothing except like it won't be under your name. Fine. So we did that. So as long as I was working at Microsoft, it was easy. It was still admin and stuff like that. They had some their request for their clients, but it was matching mine, and we're like, I don't mind. So we did everything was good. Then move out of Microsoft. So now I lost my admin access. So each time I want to do something, even like deleting a pull request or tagging issue and stuff like that, I need to ask someone to do it. And last time, Chad was able to help me, but he could be on vacation, he could be busy, they move out of that, and like the client is still using that in prod. And by the way, the client is like healthcare services of New York State. But for me, for you, for like the community, like there's a lot of people using that thing. We need to update it, like keep up with the version. And now I receive email that, hey, Azure Function needs to update the engine, and like there's solution. Yesterday, someone on Discord texted me and was like, hey, is this project still alive? I was like, yeah. So I want to keep it alive. And what I will do from now on is I will work on my version, meaning my fork. Even if it's my project now, it's not anymore. So I will work on my fork, focus on my fork, maintain my fork and stuff like that, and push update and ask for the Microsoft folks to do a PR review or merge my PR if they want, but I won't wait for it. And if at some point it goes different path, then it goes different path, and we'll continue to maintain my version and add feature in my version and do stuff with my version. My fork, I should say. Take over again. Well, I cannot take it over because I don't have permission. So yeah, so that's the plan. So and for me right now, the way I use this last time, because it was running for that client, and I had in mind, and even like for community and stuff like that, I was like, we could have that all run in Azure, and it's great. But for me, as Frank, I use the URL shortener for one person. So that admin tool doesn't need to be in the cloud, or doesn't need to scale, or doesn't because I'm one admin. So right now, deploying it in Azure Container Apps, it works. It's not that expensive, but could be way cheaper if, for example, I'm running it locally. So I want to add that possibility, or do something like that. Well, there's an API, so you could build a Uno platform app. In the past, and I want to reopen it a little bit more, because in the past there was people who created like PowerShell script. Someone create it was extension in Excel, and like was like tons of stuff used to kind of like create URL and batch creation and stuff like that. And I was happy because like I built that tool for me, and then like it was useful for others. I was like, that's great. So I want to go back to that feeling instead of like being stuck because I don't have access to the main repo. And initially I was like, well, you know, I should do that, but no, that's open source, right? You do stuff. I make suggestion if they decide they don't have time or it's not their priorities, doesn't mind their fit. It's not bad. It just means it doesn't fit their stuff. So then we'll continue to push my fork. And obviously my fork is like as less fork, less star, but I'm not doing that to get popular. I'm doing that because I want a tool and it's useful, and we learn a bunch of stuff while doing it. So the plan of today is start that. We'll probably have to update a bunch of stuff because it's been 6 months, and then start creating issues about what we want to change, and we'll prioritize that and stuff like that. So that's the plan of today. And yeah. And also, yeah. So I think, got a minute? Yeah, later. So now we are in this project. I start updating a few things and look like I update Aspire, but it's been already a little while. So I think we'll have to update again Aspire. Terminal. So let's do that. Aspire, update, and see how it goes. Cool. So went to 4.2 to 4.6. Yeah. So that's great. No, like now we'll do it. Cool. Now it's updated. Excellent. So now one thing we could do is, well, let's, why 2 file? Oh, because it was like also, it's a little bit big maybe, right? Voilà. Okay. So some Azure, wait, what? Oh, the app host. Okay. Okay. Let's not do update, let's say upgrade. Also, McNet, did CB welcome you? Yeah, it did. It should be quieter today. Like, it should interact at every 10-15 message, but it should remember and not welcome you like 20 times. That was my bad. I fixed it quickly. Well, not me. Gemini fixed it quickly because I was doing other stuff. But the status, like that welcoming is not, it's only in the client, and I was saving it in the database. So that's why like he always forgot every time the memory look, you know, client refresh, then it was forgetting that. No, every time it was like going to set up stuff, it forgot. So now it should be better today. Let's keep track on that. Okay, so this is good. I have no idea if I go here, and if I open the terminal, if I go here, if I do AZD, AZD is not found. So we need to install AZD. Let's do that. That was fast. Cool. So AZD is present. Excellent. So I guess we'll have to connect. I don't even know if I'm connected to Azure right now, and I don't even know if I have Azure Mask. What's the other tool? Yeah, I'm working on Linux today. Back to Linux. So, yeah, that could work. Hey, McNett, congrats, you landed. Well, there was another one. I think it's Cloud Cloak or Azure Cloak. Forgot what it's called. Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay. Download. Do I need to unzip that? Let's see. So now I need to go to click click here, go manage extension. And then I need to go developer mode. Load unpack extension. Excellent. If I go into download, I guess it's here. Great. Okay. So now if I go to, let's close a few, if I go portal, it's been so long, portal.azure.com. And I can close this. Now I should go into secret mode. Where is my secret mode? Extra secret. Oh, and the chat is still present on that one. Let's remove the chat. And we don't have the CB. Okay, let's fix that. Priorities, right? So we need to go here and bring CB. So copy that layer, please. Copy. Now let's go to secret and let's paste that. So now if I try, it's not present. What? Oh no, it's not CB, is it's the game. It's parachute. It's parachute. I need to copy secret. Voila. Okay, cool. So now we have that. Let me sign in into portal. Want to send notification, and you landed again. A real machine. Man, a number, my fingerprint. Should I spit somewhere? So many things, so many things. Okay, what? Yeah. Okay, let's make that bigger. And okay. Great. Cool. So now cloud is working, so you don't see my email and like any things won't be visible. So that's good. So we can close this, we can close that. That's working as expected. Why is there like a long big space here? I won't. Why is that? There's some setting that have been changed. Okay. So now we need to go back here, and I need to probably go again in secret because I will be doing AZD at. What are my options? I guess login. Yeah. So let's go back into secret mode. Cool. Okay, let me pick a subscription. So let's go back. I want to show you what I'm doing. So right now, I think so. I'm connected, and now I want to pick my subscription. Where is it? I saw it earlier. Deploy, down, provision, publish, config. Because I guess if I go here, I don't think we have anything set up. Hey, hello. Stream freeze for a long time, at least for me. Oh, anybody else had issue with the stream? And hello, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Next thing you know, what is it? AI is coming soon to Fedora and Ubuntu. Oh my god. Next thing you know, Linux user won't consider Ubuntu and Fedora as part of the Linux tribe then. Well, we'll see how it goes. People like to complain anyway. We're running Omarchi today, so it's based on Arch. Anybody else had issue with the stream? Is it lagging? Did it lag for you, or was it just like for MechNet? I don't have issue with the stream, more so issue with Linux users dunking on us on Windows user calling or respectful here. Okay, different opinion. What's nice with Windows and Linux and Mac is that there's options, so that's the beauty of it. So do I try to do Aspire init, AZD up? I think I just do but I think I need to compile first. Do I have docs? Let's try to do with the doc. So at the same time we'll be able to validate documentation. So let's close this. Let's close that. I saw the folder doc, so I know I have the doc. Deployment, step by step. Excellent. Fork into your account. And then go into this. And do AZD init. Okay, so we need to go into the folder. So let's clear cd src. Excellent. And now azd init. Yes. Hey TBD, hello. Drop ring. I think when I ask Maya to create my emote, I ask her for a rigged emote, but the problem was I had a lot of ideas, but then everything costs money. So yeah, so the close was this. But this, see, you're landing. Haiti, good score.
Yay!
Because people want help, of course. You even have a potion, TBD. How awesome is it? Are you taking your vacation next week also, TBD?
Yay!
GT land for like the XM time today. Select, okay, so would you like to check Azure deployment tools? Yes, Azure CLI, not install. The GitHub Copilot. Select recommend install tool. Oh, the experience has changed. Yeah, okay. Install those tools. I'm not allowed. Come on. You received the cheat code I sent you by Discord, TBD gamer. Eventually, we'll show that. We'll show that. Exactly. What cheat code? Oh, it's come on. It's not the more powerful computer, but it works. Installing to, and I was like, yeah, while it's doing that, let's do something else, but not a good idea. It's not good at multi-threading stuff since it's single core. Right? Is it like that computer? Yeah. Oops, I want to do this and that. Look at there. How was your week, Mr. TBD? Busy? Have you, did you stream this morning and I missed it? I was trying to fix CB this morning and try to print stuff. I print my part and then my wife try and it didn't work, so I had to pause for a few minutes earlier the stream because of that. Because obviously I'm the printer guy. I need to fix the IT stuff, and if the Wi-Fi doesn't work, it's my fault and everything. Print what? Print a label. So things could be returned. Are you stuck in a loop? What's happening here? That's very long. Maybe I should have said no. Don't do anything. Also, maybe I will use. I was reading also a blog post about Pulumi, right? It started with a PU. Maybe we could use that also as a infrastructure as code. Yeah. I'm reading the YouTube chat. Haha. Cat you, right, Fate? I am. I am. But it's good to validate. Like, it's true that sometimes streamer forget the chat, or like they only care about one chat, or they swap. But I use let's do some promo. I use Restream as a tool. So I have like a unified chat. Though, like there, for example, like on Twitch, you have the game, the parachute game. You won't have that on YouTube. I try to make it work. If you try drop, but it won't generate error, but it won't work. I need to continue to work on that to make it, you know, so you could also have fun and use the parachute game. But I think if you use, I'm not sure if that works. If you want to try Fate, try ! search. See if it does something. You should have like a message from CB, say like you search and you found something. Let me know. It is very long, mister. Come on, come on. Interactive stream. Oh yeah. Like you mean with the zone and you could click and stuff? Yeah, but like if you use the chat, like I'm catching those messages and I was trying to like pipe what I need, like because like when you use drop, then like I will save your score, or you send the command and like it needs to, but because like it's using Restream, then it was always Restream. So I need to change that, and I try, but it doesn't work very well. Okay, I'm tired now to wait this setup. Then would you like to check the Azure deployment tool? No. Okay. So after that, oh, that was my duck. Oh. I was like, why it looks like that? I didn't remember. But yeah, they changed the UI, but okay, so AZ init is done. Now, so if you haven't already, I did that, cool. To avoid affecting custom domain when deploying Azure Container Apps, use the following command. This is mostly useful if you are redeploying, but no, or not. So I could just do AZD up. How would you redirect Restream MS to the game, keeping the user? Oh, so I parse the message. If you look in the chat, you see that StreamBot comes, and then like you have the square bracket, like with YouTube, and like the name. So I'm parsing the message and then like sending the information to the drop game. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, so now we could try to do the AZD up. I think I had to build first, so I'm assuming. Drop game don't get oh, it's true, right? Maybe then I can repeat the message. I don't know. Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I'll have to check. Oh, which subscription? I don't know. I think I need to go to F Boucher Perso. What was my options? Yeah, F Boucher Perso. I think that one is that one. Well, I mean, we can try in one. Okay, so right now I was there. There was 2 subscription. If I go here, I have this. Is there something in that stuff? I don't think there's any services on that. I need to clean up. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay. So let's go back to the other directory. So here we'll use this directory, and now I use this. Enter a value for the custom domain. I have no idea. What domain do I have? Let's go with test.net. Enter a value for the default. Let's go with beyond. Oh, I should do HTTPS. Let's go ECOS2. Oh la la. Well, we're deploying. It should work. We should see a new resource group popping up here. Well, right now I think it's just compiling and doing stuff, right? Yeah. No. So we should see stream dev. If I refetch. No? Oh yeah, resource group, stream dev. Cool. It's creating stuff. It is working. I'm a Mario. Cool. So while this is doing, let's explore a little bit this stuff. So it's fun deploying without the setback. Always have, well, you could hit issues, but I do my best to make it so it works flawlessly. Because this project was two priorities. Budget must be super friendly. I don't want to say cheap because I always felt cheap as like a bad connotation, so that's why I always say budget friendly. It means like very low cost, and I'm running it for about $1 or less than $1 by month for years, so it's very budget friendly. And the second is I wanted to have a one-click deploy initially, but there's more option now, so like we don't have the one-click deploy anymore, but we have like the AZD up. It's very inexpensive is also great. I don't know, I felt negative. So like if you're trying to say that it doesn't cost, but I get what you like. I spend a lot of time like wondering how, like, what would be the good term. And I want something positive. Let's say that it doesn't cost a lot. So that's why I said budget friendly. But yeah, and look at that. Many contributor to that project. Yeah, I was handsome, man. Yeah, this is you, man. Well, the younger you, because I'm assuming you look a little bit older now. Hey, Pavan, how are you? But no, Enselman didn't collaborate on that tool. But we had like an episode of Azure Friday a long time ago in 2020. Who's the first contributor? Well, me. I started the project. I created this tool online on this stream. Which is better, GitHub, GitLab, or Bitbucket? They all do different things. GitHub and GitLab are like both have a Git, but the focus is very different. And Bitbucket, it's been a while since I went on Bitbucket. I used it a lot for a long time, and I liked it. I think there are different like there's like everything. Like I think in terms of like Git, like pushing code repository and stuff like that, and having some automation run there, they're all good and all great. And then it's like, oh, maybe you want more like the CI/CD pipeline kind of stuff. So maybe GitLab is better on that side. Bitbucket, I think there's a little bit more the Azure DevOps side kind of thing, where like there's a little bit more the enterprise. Though now recently GitHub I've been adding a lot of things for the GitHub enterprise. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like very different. Which Git link? My this project? Yeah, sure. Let's do that here. They are all good. Okay, let's have a look. Is it done? Oh, it failed. Easy function. Oh, so I need the tool. What? Data lake endpoint? What? Azure Function Light. Okay, that's the, okay. Fail executing template file, template, manifest, template. Data lake endpoint? Why do you need a data lake endpoint? But I think the problem is that the tools are missing. So there was the Azure function. Maybe I need to have, I don't know. I'm not sure I understand. Fail executing the template file. Manifest template 41. Okay. Like an error were expected, right? It's been a long time that this project has been up and running. Cool. Thanks, Paven. Oh, we're getting ready to drop. Just before like all those people, those digital friends. Okay, so Azure function. So I think. Yeah, maybe that's one of the email that I was receiving. Did I land? No, it's Grovosaurus. Or did I? No, Sturdy Dev landed. Restream, but no, CB. That was users. I did too. Did I? Oh yeah, 47. Cool. Thanks, Tide Dumpool. Okay, so if I go look here, and so that's my config. So the way it works when you do the AZD up stuff is do that again, like this. It will create, like, remember we were in the source folder, so I will create a .azure, and then inside of that there will be like a folder with by environment. So I name my dev environment stream dev, and it will create a file that obviously I won't open sharing that, an envelope, a config file, a git ignore, and a config. And in those files, what is showing up is like the name, the select, like if there's specification for your deployment, those will be saved there. The resource, so when you're deploying, if I go back to Azure, right, this name of the resource will be saved there and stuff like that. So if you redeploy, it will really go retarget those. So it is very useful for that. So now I do this, voila, to remove the zoom. So I won't open that. And also, when you go into the structure of the file, so that was the API. So that goes on with the API goes to a container, core, oh, infra, that's what I was looking for. I thought I was like doing it by project. Interesting. Okay, so infra, see, it created like this, the storage, URL data. I'm having trouble like seeing. Okay, so and this. So function storage is just storage. URL data, it's another storage. Whoa, that's a nice score, Sturdy Dev. So the main biceps, here we have it, and then the main parameter and the resources. So function like, I think this here, that's, so right now this is working version 2. Because I know function needs to be updated to version 4 or something like that. So maybe that's the problem here. I forgot. I don't know. Azure, we are v4. I think v2 is getting deprecated and like people need to upgrade. But I know I have like very old Azure function. And I think now it's 5 or 6. But why? I don't understand the error message. If we go here, can we? Oh man, Phila, it's been a while. How can I investigate when a deployment failed? There's a deployment thing. Maybe monitoring. Logs. No. Setting. Deployments. Cool. So that deployment worked. Wait, what? Deployment stack. I lost my grip. I lost my edge. No stack to display. Okay. Deployment. Those are done today. Resources took 3 minutes. But we know that's a storage, and those are the resources. Related events. Let's see. Ah. Could have been just a glitch. Could have been like yesterday. Okay, let's do that. So I'm on. Let's do a .NET build. And I guess we could try to install the Azure CLI. What was the Azure tool? I forgot what it was. Is there really? install AZD. So install AZD, we did that. I was asking for tool, and one of them was the Azure function, so I'm wondering if it's missing stuff. So install Azure Developer CLI, yeah. But we shouldn't, there was the bicep thing. One thing we could simply try is just to rerun the command. So if I do this, and I try to do it AZD up again, is there options? Could I go like verbose or something like that? Debug, enable debugging and diagnostic logging. Let's do that. So help us a little bit understanding what's happening. Well, yeah. So let's. McNett, you're looking for like the perfect score. You're trying to get the 100%. Tête d'ampoule! Yeah, like mostly everybody landed today. Oh, you know, one thing has been a while we didn't check is if you want to collaborate, you could do that by going to in the chat doing exclamation point map and say where you are or where you wish you are. So if you want to say North Pole, you can do that. And yeah, we'll see you on the map. The streamer map I was built by C# Fritz. I was like, what's his stream name again? Voila! And now, boom! We see we have friends pretty close-ish here. 20 minutes apparently to get to Spain. So, you know, I'm assuming like in, let's say, an hour, you could see each other. Oh, that's north. Boulogne-sur-Mer. Oh, that's cool. And what is it? Is it like a big canal? Like, what's that? La Liane? It must be very... the naval traffic. Big canal? Cool. The naval traffic must be heavy here. It looked like... Yeah, there's all docks, right? So like it must be like all boats. So like... is it the Chi area? I know the word, but like I never know what's the story for the Chi. A lot of boats. Oh, that's cool. VPN. No, Chi is... I'm not sure if it's offensive. Sometimes it's used to qualify people. They have like an accent and stuff like that in movies. but I'm not sure if it's offensive, so I'm sorry if it is. I don't like it. Now I feel bad. But yeah, well, that's cool. We have a lot of boat around here too. Like, I live on Ile Perrot, so there's a lot of boats. But today I say Montreal. See, I live here, and my work is. Where is it? Is around here, I think. What's that part name? What's this one? Oh, it's here. Yeah. My work is around here. My work is around that Villeray Saint-Michel. Here, and I live here. And it takes me forever. It's about an hour and a half. But like I use public transport, so I'm not driving. Oh yeah, it's a big commute. Okay, let's do a tour since we have now 7 people live. Let's try to do a tour. So we'll have people here. The map has McNet. The map has just the time to load before we see it. Sorry, Dev. Game Lord. GT. Next week. Myself. No, it's not offending. Chi are the people that live in that region. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, like we have a lot of accent too. My family-in-law come from here. And my father-in-law come from like here. It's called La Baie des Chaleurs. I don't know how to translate that. And they have like a very strong accent too. Okay, so did it oh, it failed, but now we have a little bit more to understand. A lot more. A wall of red. New expression. Okay, so the Azure function light doesn't work. So the deploy service often failed to deploy the service file to execute the template. I don't understand what it means. Map has no entry. Oh, could it be because I'm like in that the duplicate package version item are. What? We have duplicate. You know what? Let's use our friend AI to summarize those things. We didn't use AI today, so let's you know, that's a tool. Let's use it. Mr. Copilot, No. Is it this? No. How am I doing it in this on this laptop? Okay. So I'm running auto. Yeah, let's try it. I keep trying Open Code Go. And how does that work with Open Code? I don't run Go. I have like a pay subscription. No, not a pay. I'm not using the subscription. Like I have like I put some money there, and I use often different free model. In theory, you pay 10 and euro, but you use more credits. You got a discount because you're part of their subscription. So like if it, well, there is sub-agent. There is. If you look into the if you look Open Code, there is, if you go in the docs, you could but you need to configure them with the agent. There's the primary agent and there's the sub-agent. Let me put that in the chat. You need to configure them. Oh, like no, nothing like Squad. A lot of people tend to say that like all those models, they're not good when they are like too many. I don't know. I didn't get that yet. Okay, let's see. Let's see, Mr. Copilot. Review, search. You have 2 separate failures during the AZD up, and they are most likely independent. Missing environment key function hard failure. Missing an environment key. The first error is definitive error. Map as no entry for fung blah blah blah. Your deployment environment file as only blob queue table, and that's search account. No data lake. Yeah, but it shouldn't have data lake. The infra output also only export blob queue table. Oh, I like that it detected that we just update the Aspire package, but we did the initialize after. So the second problem was deploy admin publish kill, but like no, that's a okay spread failure. This error is different nature. .NET publish fail signal kill. Signal kill usually mean that the process was terminated by the host. Most often a memory pressure on for the compile error. There's a duplicate. in the package. So let's fix that. On line 4 and 10. Interesting. Missing a template variable? Okay, let's look at that data lake endpoint missing. Do you work, so McNet, do you work a lot with Squad? Your code expired? Yeah, it was it's a one-time use. A disposable cheat code. Never use Squad. So why are you saying why then it's... So why you bring that talking about open code that, yeah, but it's not like Squad if you're not using Squad? Is it because it's something you want to explore but not in Copilot? There's also Fleet, I think, in Copilot. Like it's a variation in the multi-agent. Oh, yeah. But like if you use the sub-agent, let's say you create one for code review and stuff, you will see it will become multitask. But it's not doing, or I think you could create a little bit more, but yeah, it's not built for that. But maybe something like, you know, Copilot is like having Fleet, but you could use that and create multiple agents and stuff. So I guess you could build something to do that and make a fortune. Okay, what? I couldn't find... Sure. Ooh, 2.7. Okay. How do you... but 2.7 code. I don't know if I tried that one. I think I saw... I had a lot of success with 2.5. I think I tried 2.6, maybe 2.6 code. I'm not sure. Yeah. I think one of my Hermes agent has that. For I never try Fable. CB, it's okay. It's McNett. He can talk about different tools. We're waiting anyway. CB is really following his instruction because I was mad. I was like, you better behave. So now he's like, yeah. But see, he didn't welcome you more than once today. So that's fixed. And I'm surprised earlier when I forgot his name. Well, in fact, I couldn't say his name. Was talking a lot about the difference between the Linux and the Windows stuff. That CB didn't intervene. Maybe because he was from YouTube. Ah, interesting. So now that we have upgraded that, now we need this. Yeah, I thought that's what I asked. Yes, that's exactly what I want you to do. Fix with the minimal impact. Oh my god. It's like, no, let's just talk about URL shortener. Just URL shortener. Oh, that was close, Taidampool. I'll have to wrap soon. Have a great weekend, sir. Well, I'm about to wrap anyway, but it was nice having you here, and enjoy your week, and see you next week, since the two of us won't be in vacation.
Bonjour. Hi.
Bonjour is more welcome. We need our au revoir or something like that to say bye. Say bye! That's not me. Is it done? Next step is to apply the new output. Okay. Main. That's a bit weird, because those are generated, but now they won't be regenerated. Okay, let's quickly run. Let's clear that. Let's go with the debug again. Why not? I will send you an au revoir. Awesome. Why stop the stream? Because I need to work, buddy, at some point. I stream in the morning. We'll see later. I just start my new work. I know I will be able to stream. My manager was very happy for me to continue and stuff. But we'll see how it goes and what kind of project I will be able to bring. But usually Friday are like my own project. And I like to keep it. I know people who stream are usually streaming for a much longer period. But I always have my stream about 2 hours long. Sometimes I go 3 hours. But most of the time it's 2. Let's solve the deployment issue. Yeah. Well, like I'm trying. See, I'm still running it. And I guess it's just because Aspire got updated, but not the AZD. So maybe I will roll back my Aspire. Because I've been told yesterday that it was working. So maybe I won't commit those changes. Fate, was it you who texted me yesterday on Discord? We didn't explore a lot on the thing for this project also. I wish we had spent a bit more time on the feature and all those things. And the auth. Oh, deploying. Admin, API. So those are the Azure containers. So API is done. Admin is deploying. Azure Function Light is working. So all was done. So now I have that. So I could go here. Look at that. A deploy. Cool. Awesome. It worked. We solved it. But we'll have to wrap it up. And so we know it works, but I need to understand better. Or where is my? It's here. Because that biceps file here, we added the missing value, the endpoint, right? We added this, the data lake thingy. But that file was generated by the AZD. So maybe we shouldn't update yet Aspire because AZD doesn't support it. But like, you know, in a few days or maybe today it will be fixed because those two go super fast. So maybe that. This guy, I think Aspire, is it weekly? I think the Aspire stuff, and AZD could be a little bit slower. So I mean that's one thing we could just roll back and see if it deployed and we keep it that way. Because I want people to be able to. It wasn't you. That's good. So yeah. Well, at least now we know it's possible to work, but that's a weird thingy. Okay, let's Control Z this. Let's wrap it up. So last call, if anybody wanna try to land, now is your time. Now is the time where you could try to land. And on my side, okay, I'm just like cleaning up the subscription. This is what I was looking for. So only me? You lag? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any suggestion who we should be rating for now? Let's roll the show notes. Let's do that. Dashboard, current session, stop for now. Boom. And after that, we'll find something we can raid. So today we work on the AzUrlShortener. It's an open source project that you can find at this URL. All the show notes are available at behindmycloud.com. And the score today, McNet with a fabulous score of 95, followed by Sturdy Dev 89, TBD Gamer 80, GT with a 68, myself with 47, Tête d'Ampoule with a 13, and a lot more participant. Oh, I missed Jay today. Or was it like a ghost from yesterday's score? Did I miss Jay in the chat? Sorry, Jay. Best score was McNet. The biggest loser was Jeff Stan, but it's Stan, so it's okay. The luckiest was McNet with 95, and the super participant was McNet with 14 drops. Frank admit to think about Sturdy Dev away of the stream. Indeed I did, but I was thinking about databases. Reading a blog post about databases and thinking about you, not just thinking about you. I think it's a big difference. I think it worth mentioning. So yeah, so who do we raid today? We are 10. So we could do a little raid. Have a great time. Don't leave yet. So like we look okay. Who's streaming? Let's see. Do you want to watch a game then, maybe? I don't have a lot of people I know who are streaming. I see Firewings, but she's Crafter, what she's working on. Oh, I found something. Bit gamey. Oh, wait, is it just starting? Starting soon. Oh, I found some code. Open source project, AI and stuff. That looks cool. Let's do that. Let's do that, chat. Oh no, it's not this. It's raid. Like that. I did it correctly? Yes, I did. Excellent. So I wish you all, thank you all for being with me today. Big thanks for the people on YouTube. It was nice having you on the chat. I wish you all a great weekend. And for those who have vacation time next week, we'll not think about you at all, but enjoy your free time, and see you next week for all the others. Bye-bye. Oh, that's what I said. I said, bye-bye. That's my way.